Alright guys, we're back after 2 hours, yeah, about 2 hours 10 minutes. Wow. So I've learn't a couple of things. It was what was crashing it, well, the error was API.dll, and those guys who have had that crash before, I've never had that sort of crash. So basically I thought it was an add-on, etc, etc. Anyway, it's actually UK 2000 scenery I had for Bristol. I gradually took each add-on on and off, and I've established that's that because I'm now at Bristol on Orbix default, and we seem to be okay. So yeah, that's that really. Little bit disappointed, of course, but hey ho, never mind. Okay, so 2 hours later, and we're back streaming, and you know, just out of defiance, you know, I'm not going to let it defeat me. So I'm not expecting anyone to be on the stream. It's 10 to 11, and as it's only about an hour's flight, it's only 119 miles away, I'm going to do it. We currently still have, believe it or not, Manchester control on. So I'm going to do it. We'll go to flight level 090. I'm a little bit tired, I must admit, but we're going to do it because I'm not going to let it defeat me. I'm going to let it defeat me. Do apologise that the stream stopped. Obviously that's computers for you. I've been on this scenery quite a few times before, so I'm really gobsmacked why it's done that. So let's get on away. I'll go to Unicom now, 122.0. I've got no, obviously, air traffic control at Bristol, but we are going to do this Bristol to Manchester flight. I'll tell you what, this is just this sound level here, it's a little bit off. Let's reduce that down. Not totally off, but that's a bit better. A little bit loud there for my liking. So, right, okay, let's get on our way. Like I say, I'm logged on to VATSIM. We're just logging actually onto, it's not gone over yet, there we go, 122.8. Awesomeness, we are now on Unicom frequency. As there's no air traffic control, we will say EGGD. Traffic departing with runway 27 on the Brecon 1 X-ray departure. Flight level 090. Great job. Right, no other VATSIM traffic. Actually, there is. Believe it or not, it's 10 to 11. And we've actually got, who's this? On gate 10, we've got Bravo Mike Romeo 244. So, yeah, we've got someone actually behind us. We have that. There he is. Oh, and got an EasyJet as well. Oh, wonderful. Brilliant. He's moving. Oh, he's moving. He hasn't, well, unless I've come on late, he hasn't announced his whereabouts. We'll go up behind him. He's crawling. No, he stopped again. I don't know what the guy's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but that's cool. That's alright, there's no worries. Let's have a look. We will, no, we'll follow him out. Look. Follow him out. I am hoping he's going to runway 27. Does look like it. That's good. He's turning around. Okay, we won't do pushback. We don't need it here. We are on the stand at stand 5 at Bristol, and we're up and running. Let's get ready to get out and get up. I say apologies, guys. Obviously, you know, these things happen. It's you know, computer at the end of the day. So lucky enough, I don't get too many crashes. Prepared 4 seems to be quite stable. Recently, however, I've had a couple. So we'll just watch the space. But oh, cool, blimey! Didn't see the. I forgot all about the EasyJet aircraft there. Whoops! Hello, chicken. Right, let's go round, shall we? Let's go round there, and we'll taxi up to 27. Am I all connected on? I am connected on. Great job. Great job. Right, we'll go taxiway Zulu to Alpha. Fantastic. Heading our first waypoint. Well, we're going to take the assigned SID, which is the Brecon 1 X-ray. Local QNH 1026. Visibility, guys. Do you know what? When the system crashed, I said, didn't I? I said, uh-oh, you know, actually maybe it's a good thing because you shouldn't be flying a Twin Otter in these conditions. But do you know what? I'm not going to let it defy me. I mean, look at it. If I actually get a local weather report up, bring that up. Closest weather station. That's us. Visibility. Come on, map. Visibility. Yep, 350 meters. Wow. Temperature 9 degrees. Perfect wind direction to 270 with 22 knots. Well, look at that cat. Look at that. That's immense. That reading. Oh well, never mind. We're gonna give it a go. We'll whack it onto autopilot, kind of see where I'm going. Look. Really bad. Really bad. Oh, yeah. There goes the parting aircraft. Off he goes. But cool, yeah. That's awful. Still got them sparks on. Don't understand that. What's this? .ms in op. Is someone on the Unicom saying their TCUS isn't on? Will we take Bravo? Will we take Bravo? Do you think we should take Bravo? No, we can't take Bravo anyway. There's a bit of a slipway. I don't know if it's a scenery issue there. I'm going up onto Alpha. See how it goes. See how it goes. So yeah, routing wise, we'll head out to over Brecon, and then we'll make our way up to Liverpool. And we got to come in Liverpool, and we're on the Mirror S1 Alpha arrival into Manchester. And if the weather stays as it is, which I believe it is, I don't think we've got too much of a difficulty there. And weather-wise, changing, it's going to be like this. It's going to be 23 Lima, 23 left, coming into scenery issue there as well. That's Orbix. Might need to reinstall that from the UK 2000 scenery. I'm going to have to play around with that in the next few days. I'm not really happy. There's some real big issues here I'm having with the old scenery. Right, we're going to head out onto 27 left. Oh, he's skidding all over the place. That's not ice. I think it's just the way the configuration of the scenery is set up. Look at that for visibility. That's proper 350 meters. That's about right. Right, okay. Departure check all done. Let's just. I've got no one coming in. I can see on the map there. I've got no one coming in, so we're pretty all right. There's not much traffic going to be around now at 5 to 11. A little bit disappointing in that it crashed because of that reason, but hey ho. Flaps are now in the right position, and you know, I've done all the control checks, taxiing up, so we're all right. So Southern Air 63 Charlie is ready to depart. Here we go. So put on the throttle. I say sorting out the scenery issue, and I was trying to sort out these pedals as well. They're a little bit sensitive still for this type of aircraft, but be flying the 747 tomorrow night, so I don't want to just muck around with them too much. And 100 knots, and oh, there we go. There's the wind for you. The wind's just taken us straight up there. Woo! Hello, chicken. And we will hit on the autopilot now. Look at that, visibility is horrible. Visibility is horrible. Instrument control checks now. Instrument control checks. Right. Let's head on the heading. 270. Flaps up 1 and... Oh my good lord. What's going on here? What's going on here? London Centre. London Centre, contact me please. On 123.90. Yeah, of course. Of course I can contact. If you're going to control me, I don't mind that. I don't mind a bit of action at this time. At night. Right. So... Right, I don't know. We've got someone on London control.
3 o'clock shot.
There we go. Right, let me just make sure I get my heading and everything sorted up first. Altitude. I want to go to 9,000.
London control is 087 Mike Harvey, level 360 over Raf83.
Can't believe there's people on. This time not.
7-8 Mike Charlie, London Control. Hello, Squawk 0323.
Squawk 0323 is 7-8 Mike Charlie.
London Control, very good evening. Southern.
Yeah, 763 Charlie, London 7 by Great Break. Chewie F4 Romeo Tango, contact London Control 132, decimal 6.
132 decimal 6, London Control, 2 hours for my Tango, thank you very much.
London Control, good evening, 2-4 Yankee Whiskey.
Oh, still quite
London
busy.
2-4 Yankee Whiskey, London Control, have you covered Bristol, so next time call me please, Squawk 0377. 0377, London 4 Yankee Whiskey. 763 Charlie, same for you, Squawk 271.
London Control, well, I've got intermission problem there. There is a 2 out of 5 readability. Can you say again, please?
Okay, 763 Charlie, I cover Bristol, so next time don't take off without talking to me. Squawk 3271.
Yeah, Squawk 3271. Apologies, I didn't know we were in your airspace for 7063 Charlie.
Speedbird 78 Mike Charlie, it says Vasux 1 arrival.
Right, so obviously a very happy chappy online at the moment.
78 Mike Charlie, we're requesting this end if possible.
All good.
78 Mike Charlie, Roger, contact London Control 132.6.
132.6, 78 Mike Charlie.
Shamrock 24, contact Shannon Control 131.150.
Control 131.15.
Oh, he was a happy chappy, wasn't he?
Services today and see you again soon. Summer 24 back.
Shuttle 3, London Control 132.6.
Oh well, maybe he's been on for a while, eh? Can't help that. I know the sub.
132.6, Shuttle 3 Park, bye.
Carlson 61, London Control. Midland 24 Yankee Whiskey. I need you to set mode Charlie and 037. Oh, you've done it, thanks very much. You can contact London 132.6.
132.6 for Midland 24 Yankee Whiskey, sorry for the late power game. Thank you.
Southern 63 Charlie. Come on to Unicom now, 122.8. London won't cover you, but you do have Manchester radar online, so when you get more or less around Octon, I'd give Manchester a call. Bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8 7 Air 63 Charlie, bye. Right, I told him, didn't it? I swear I wasn't in his airspace, but anyway, yeah, whatever. Missed attitude. Right, that's the only problem. Sometimes with VetSim you do get that, but there you go. Right, we will now head up to... we're just actually still heading up to Brecon. We have got here now. We are 21 miles distance to Brecon on heading of 308, so dead on now at the moment. And about 11 minutes to Brecon, and then we'll head up literally direct north to Dicas, and that will be literally, like I say, on heading 003, so almost direct north. And then like the controller said, we'll head over, and when we're literally coming up to the Wallasey VOR, we'll head on to Manchester radar, and we'll check in with them. Be Manchester approach on 118.57. So there's difference in controllers. Even just London South, who was awesome earlier, and obviously that guy. I mean, yeah, fair enough. If I was in his airspace, I think I was, but no, he knows what he's doing, so fair enough. And we will head up. So that was my fault for not checking him. But there we go. Manners doesn't cost anything. Without sounding too rude, I was only with him for what? 10 mile, if that. Yeah. Right, heading now. Just changing it slightly. We're going to head on 330. Heading up, and that will intercept the Brecon VOR 117.45. So happy days. Visibility still really bad. Don't think it's going to clear. We've got 1,500 to climb to our cruise, so I don't really think we're going to get much joy there. And yeah, what have we got? ETA. ETA is 23:56. So what's that? 50 minutes till now. Like I say, I weren't going to let it define me tonight. We are getting up, we're getting in there. So we'll see if Manchester stay online, and yeah, we will go from there. What I will do, I'll just bring up the map again, just to see whereabouts. It should be around about Wallasey in terms of contacting Manchester. Normally they put a contact message out anyway. Let's have a look here. Probably actually just do it before them. So you really want a Scottish control there. Yeah, I'll just go onto the Manchester VATSIM page, because it's not very clear on the map where the control is. I mean, we're quite a way off anyway. Right, let's have a look. Right. So almost to climb, 100 to go. Hopefully we'll make a bit of time up now. Should be coming in, yeah, just before midnight. Alright, let's have a look. If you're on earlier, guys, apologies. Like I say, a bit of an issue with the old sim there. And soon sorted it out after 2 hours of troubleshooting. You gotta love simming. I'll tell you what, Manchester radar is out quite a bit actually. Right, okay. So I've got it up on the map now. Manchester. That's and normally on their page, there we go, they'll have where to contact. Yeah, it's Monty, because we're on the Monty S1 Alpha arrival. Online. Oh look, it got the online ATIS as well. Great job. Stands on there, always good. Right, what else have we got? The Manchester crib sheet. Should we have a look at that? I've got to download it. Let's see, I was assuming it's Monty that we need to. That's a bit far out. Too close. I'd like to get in touch around Wallasey, to be honest. But I see that you got Liverpool that would normally control that. Don't want to be told off again, do I? Right, open. Guy needs to go to bed, I think. Right, departures. Manchester Tower. Manchester. And they're not. They're normally very good. I don't know why, you know, to be arsy with me just because I was apparently in his airspace. Right. Arrivals from the south, Stack, Dane. Arrivals from Monty. Okay, so have a look at Dane. Might even have to download VatSpy because it's not coming up that well. It's funny because FS Tramp doesn't have that showing up. I mean, it's got the airspace, but it's got really quite close in, so it's overlap. So it's going to be Manchester South. Approach 118. Decimal 57. See what happens. Right, that's all in. Right, we need to be turning a little bit off course there actually. Following the route very well. We'll match it. I mean, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. But we need to just get back on course a little bit, I think. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, so apologies guys if yeah, there we go. There's the bing bong. We need to start turning up. And on a heading of 003, we're gonna just because we're a little bit out, we'll turn on a heading of 001 because we need to get back on track to intercept the next few sections. Next waypoint is intersection Dicas, and we're 2 miles away from that. 1 mile. We've got in concession quite a few close waypoints, so we're heading up north now. Obviously just over Brecon, and in Wales, do majority of the Welsh countryside all the way up, and overshoot past Liverpool, and the actual star arrival comes in from the north. So we've kind of north into east, obviously land west where the wind's coming in, and runway 23 left at the moment. Actually, I'll tell you what, that was giving me the ATIS, wasn't it, without me even going to it. What page was that on? Just reading their little crib sheet, it's quite good actually. When you hand it to them. Should be. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Quite like that. Got a nice little crib sheet on vets in there. Right, let's have a look. So, what was the weather there? It doesn't come up on the ATIS, of course, what the it will do when I tune it, but it doesn't come up what runway we're coming in, but I'm pretty sure it'll be 23 left, which is all good. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for my flight plan. Well, it's cleared up a little bit over the top here. It's all quite nice. Stop. GG. Yeah, 2-3 left is what was originally reported on the flight plan. So we'll head up on that. We'll head up on that. Just seeing if there's any kind of clarification, like on the London radar they have the actual sectors. Area sectors. This is it's London. London. Yeah, I really don't think that guy. I was in his airspace, you know. It was London West. The guy wasn't south. Oh no, might be. Just having a look at this. London S and C. C and S Air. Gibbsay. No, it wasn't. That was West. And that wasn't London West. Well, they need to update their sheets then, because that was London West on 126.07 that I should have been, and the guy that said I was to contact him was actually SC, which is South and Central, and that goes up to, that covers Gibbsay all the way to Birmingham, so I wasn't in his airspace. I thought I wasn't. Oh well, unless I was and they need to update their sheets. There we go. Come on. Right. Manchester. Yes, it's got area sectors. Yeah, I'm going to contact him at Monty, because that's what I believe he said. It's cleared a little bit up now, the visibility. So, let's have a look. If we made a little bit of time, a little bit of overspeed, bring down the throttle a little bit, only a little bit. Don't want to break the engines, I've had a bit too much drama tonight to be having engines fail. Right, let's have a look. ETA 2343, yeah, I made a bit of time. We've got that star to go on, so that's going to cause a little bit. I reckon it will be good if we get in just before midnight. That'll be good timing. Good timing. And who is that on VetSim? That is Speedbird 114. Good. So we are going to just adjust our flight plan a little bit. We're now heading up. We've got 11 nautical miles to go to Topro, and that's on the airway November 864. So we've got about 4 minutes to Topo. Actually, we've gone past Topo. My actual navigation is not registering anymore. I think we're just because we're actually running parallel the flight plan, it's not registered it. We'll have a look, see if we can just go over slightly. So we'll turn left onto 350 just to set the flight plan a little bit because it's not giving our way. Oh, there we go. So it's given the waypoint. That's what I wanted. Knighton. So Knighton, 25 miles, 8 minutes to run. So that's all good in the hood. I'm glad I got it up and running again. Never had the API issue before, so it's a new one on me. Hopefully it's not a reoccurring thing. But I did have to reinstall quite a bit. Oh, got a bit of shadow issues there. I'll just sort that out. I don't know what that's about. So yeah, we'll just have to monitor that. See how we go. Very good. I'm just checking the cloud coverage. I mean, let's have a look to see what the visibility is like. I mean, that was 350 meters in Bristol. You would never actually take off with that. Right, let's have a look. Visibility's 10 plus, so that's a bit better. Landing conditions should be a lot better in Manchester. Well, that's if we land, of course. Fingers crossed we don't have any more issues on the old crashing point of view. And we've got here. So local time now 20 past 11. So not too bad, about half an hour to run. We are just steering back onto that waypoint, heading on 350 at the moment. And we'll head up towards Knighton. We're just coming mid-Wales now. Local airports around, we've got Shrubden. Shrubden's just to our east at 3 o'clock. And yeah, we've got now 18 miles to run to Knighton. In terms of traffic, it's obviously very quiet this time of night. It's busy around London because we've got that lovely friendly ATC guy on. So good luck to them pilots. But yeah, so there's a bit of traffic around there, but up this way there's not really. Manchester is still online. I mean, I don't know what time they're going to clock off. We've got 20 past 11 at the moment here now, or 21 minutes past, so they might be scheduled to be on until midnight, who knows, which is good because we should get in just before midnight. And we've still got, yeah, we've got the tower on, both south and north. We've got approach on. We haven't got ground. That's okay. We've got tower coverage. We can at least get the arrival commentary from ATC. I do like Twin Otter. Lovely, lovely aircraft. I do need to sort out these scenery issues. That mesh is particularly great either. Can't wait for the spring summer as well. I'm fed up now seeing all this snow everywhere and this whiteness of orbits. Obviously I have it on real time. Well, don't have it on real time. I've dated back. This was this weather conditions and scenery conditions of today's date, 27th of Jan. But I backdated it to 20 past 1 this afternoon, so we can obviously not fly in the dark. least it's a little bit more scenic. The passengers seeing out there. Passengers are having a lovely time of it. Very, very good. Guys, if you haven't, those who are watching, if you haven't, please, you know, give me a follow, and hopefully, without any too much more issues with the old crashing business, should be streaming most nights. I tried to stream on Tuesday and Thursday. All the info's on the screen there. The Southwest Flight Sim group, a lovely bunch of guys, so it'll be nice if you come and fly with us. Always looking for new members, and all the details are online there. If you're enthusiastic about flying, want to have a go, and if you don't want air traffic controllers like we've just got, because they're not always helpful like that, then you know, have a go at ATC online flying. Definitely hit up the website, because lovely bunch of guys. The ATC guys are really nice, and the rest of the pilots. We are a little bit off our flight plan. I turned a bit too premature up on the old Brecon VOR, so we just need to track Knighton now a little bit better, because we need to be on quite a bit of a what we got here. Panzer. Oh, hang on, it'll come up in a moment. What we got here? Panzer the Ram. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the follow. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the little music there that I got on there. Cheers, buddy. I got that going last week. Obviously, just give you an intro. New to streaming. Don't know if you've checked out my channel. Only started streaming this month, and I just enjoy flying. And I'm not here to teach anyone anything. I'm just here to have fun. Obviously, if you want to know anything, and if I know the answer, hit me up on the chat. I've just literally installed Discord the other day. I'm not logged onto it actually at the moment. I did earlier for the first sector from Bristol, Gatwick, almost into Bristol. Panzer, have a nice flight. Cheers, bub. And as a bit late in the day, we would have had a lot better, obviously, coverage earlier on. I'm a little bit tired now because I've been 2 hours of trying to reinstall prepared client and all sorts, but then figured out it was a UK 2000 scenery issue. But there you go, there we go. So we're all back up and running, hopefully, fingers crossed. I've taken out the Manchester UK 2000 scenery as well. So, but thanks for the follow, buddy, much appreciated. And yeah, like I say, we're streaming hopefully most nights for the next few nights. And looking to take the I said this earlier on the first leg, looking to take the PMGG 747 out for a spin. That'll be quite good. And I'm going to have a look at the I am working tomorrow, but I am going to have a look at the flights from VATSIM events, and we'll have a look at doing one of them. And again, hopefully have some more happy ATC controllers here. No, I don't know, it grinded me a little bit, that guy. You know, the rest of the VATSIM controllers, I mean, the Jersey controller was frustrating. Take a look at the stream earlier on, because the stream earlier on, if you look at my videos, go to about 10-15 minutes in, I think, is when we were online. That guy from the South controller, I think he was, absolutely fantastic. He handled the traffic really well, really friendly guy, great guy. So yeah, they're not always like that. And again, if you're new to it and you want to have a go at flying online, but you think VATSIM's a little bit too much for you, then hit us up on the webpage. We're always looking for new people. So we've got that ching chong chime, bing bong. That was Knighton. Next waypoint is Octem. Octem, we're coming up near Snowdonia. Coming up past that way in a moment. I don't think we're going to be able to see it. We're not close enough, and also the visibility is absolutely shocking. I'll tell you where we are coming up over, Welsh Pool. those who have got the Orbix scenery, Welsh Pool is. Do you know what we're flying directly? We're not meant to be because I'm trying to track this next waypoint, but it's literally coming up now directly below us. He says that. I'm having scenery issues at the moment. I'm going to really have to sort out what's going on. Welsh Pool. Is that Welsh Pool? Let's have a look. Just coming up left. That, I think that is Welsh Pool. Zoom in here. No, there it is. There it is. It blends in. That's the thing with Orbix. Look at that. I didn't even see it. We are going over. I don't know. Can I go that way? Can I? No, can't go that way. I don't know if you can see that, guys. But that is Welsh Pool at our 9 o'clock now. Very, very good. Blended in. Lovely there. I was missing it. I was looking ahead 12 o'clock. It's right there. We'll give that a go one day. It looks quite a nice little airstrip there. So that's a Welsh Pool. Well, I quite like the scenery and the buildings around Welsh Pool. They've worked on that quite nice. I've never flown in there, so we'll give that a go one day. We'll do a flight round Wows in the Twin Otter. How about that? That sounds good, huh? That sounds good. Right, we are now, where are we? 4 nautical miles. We're on a heading of 345, and we are 2 minutes to go. We will be in a moment. Still trying to work out from the VATSIM info, but I'm pretty sure Monty and our lovely ATC controller from before, he said, I'm pretty sure he said it was Monty, we need to contact approach on. And note to self, 11:30 at night, they might not be the most enthusiastic, bless them. Right, coming up there now, coming up still a little bit off. What's the wind doing? That's what it is, guys. I thought I was tracking. I thought, you know, I'm tracking well off it. Wind 43 crosswind, and that's to our west. So really hitting the front of the nose of the plane there, steering us off to the east a bit. So even though I'm trying to track to get back on the flight path, it's taking me off it a little bit, and that's why I didn't have a look at the wind. 43 knots. What's the wind conditions in Manchester? Let's have a look at our arrival again. Bring out active skies. Very good. QNH 1023, great job. So we need to sort that out on arrival. And what else have we got? Overcast at 4,100, clouds a few at 2,400, temperature good, visibility 11 knots, and actually in a perfect direction. So landing, if we land, go on, night of it tonight, aren't we? If we land, it will be quite nice into the wind. So all good on that front. That bing bong ding dong means that we're now on to Neil G. It's also sounds Italian, doesn't it? There we go. So we're coming right to the top of Wows now, and I say next waypoint after that will be our famous Monty. It's the start of the star into Manchester. We're on the Monty S1 Alpha arrival. What we got? And then Wrexham, then Wallasey, very famous VOR 114.1, and take it around to the north, to the east, on the base for the west. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Yeah, I really want to get on track before we tune into the next controller. Winds are a little bit. I can't believe that visibility in Bristol, and I really was just hoping for. I just really was hoping for a better outcome of that. So yeah, love it when the sim crashes, eh? But there we go. Enough about that. Hi, Cog Whistle. Nice to see you on, buddy. And check out the rest of my stream and the info. I do stream Tuesday, Thursdays on the private network that you can see on the screen there, and I do VATSIM when I can. And was having a very good night. It was quite a good night of VATSIM until that happened. That is our call for Monty. 4 miles to go, 1 minute to run to Monty, and we'll switch over to the Manchester controller on .57, and that'll be Manchester South approach. Yeah, Manchester South approach. So we'll call in still at 9,000, and he'll give us descent instructions. Obviously that'll be quite the way off. We've got to head up to Wallasey first, unless he brings us in. You know, he might direct us as the Sid earlier, the guy from London Control. If you watched the first video and the first leg, London Control, we were on the Kennet Sid, and obviously there's quite a few waypoints before you hit Kennet, and we actually went straight up there. So, you know, who knows? There we go. We'll see what happens on that front. Control-wise, obviously you might see these big handles here. Normally fly the 737. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah. So very different with the light aircraft with the Twin Otter. Right, we're coming over now. Monty is literally 1 mile, so let's go over to the frequency, have a bit of a listen in on Manchester. There's not much aircraft around, but then we'll call him. Yep. Yeah, alright, Jonas. We are.
Golf Echo, appears to be crossing the localizer route south, please.
Manchester radar, hello to one Lima Bravo.
01 Liam Bravo, Manchester radar, hello. Vectoring flight, approach runway 23 right.
39 much to one Lima Bravo.
Manchester approach for a good evening. Southern Air 63 Charlie with you at 090 Twin Otter.
Southern Air 63 Charlie, Manchester radar, hello. There's the 1 Alpha right for runway 23 right. Descend flight level 80.
Descend 80, expect 23 right, and for the Marisa 1 Alpha arrival to Manchester for Southern Air 63 Charlie. So we've got our instruction there to send down to 8,000, which we'll do now. Great job. Set the altitude up. He said 2 feet right, definitely, didn't he? Okay. Happy days. We can do 2 feet right. Let's just have a look at 2 feet right on our chart here. Job. Cool. It's actually on my scenery because I've had to take the UK
01 Liam Bravo, turn right to 140 degrees.
2000
40 degrees to 1 Lima Bravo.
UK 2000 scenery off. Then I've it's 24 right on mine, but happy days. Right, so I've just checked that. I was just having a look at the charts there, see what we're doing. So we're heading up now. Wrexham, actually, we've got 2 miles to go. Just head over to. Still, that wind is coming in at 45 knots. So just steer over a little bit, get back on track. We are a little bit off track there. And next, we've got. Really heading towards the Wallasey VOR. We've got a few intersection points. There's the ding dong.
01 Liam Bravo, turn right to 20 degrees, clear line, approach runway 23 right.
Clear line, let's approach 23 right to 1 Lima Bravo.
Yep, that's good. And actually, Towers come, so we've got North Tower 118.62. Lovely. Can't believe the ATC controls is on. Good job. Good job. Although he might come off before we get there. We've still got about another 15 minutes to run, really. A bit of overspeed.
301 leave by report intentions for this approach.
Okay, route 2 1 leave profit.
301 leave after departure 23 right, flight autonomous approach.
Missed approach after departure 23 route 2 1 leave profit.
Must approach. So, what have we got? Wallasey now. 15 to go. 5 minutes to Wallasey. Head over around Liverpool.
Manchester radar, good evening, Lufthansa 289. Passing level 240
Go
for
to
level 200
minus,
by Elbos. We have a score graph 0322. Information Zulu, Airbus A330.
Lufthansa 289 Manchester radar, holiday, Alpha arrival runway 23 right, descent flight level 120.
2 Alpha arrival runway 23 right, descent level 120, Lufthansa 289.
So at flight level 080 as instructed, and we'll just wait for a further descent down into Manchester. Obviously got to go up to Wallasey, up to Marseille.
Only Bravo contact Manchester Tower 118, fine plane.
65, thanks to the air, 1 leave profit.
There we go. So we've got the outlet here. Can't remember actually. I did say I was going to put the moving map on. I didn't want to risk any more crashes, so we'll introduce the moving map next time, and we'll see how that runs. But yeah, so we've got this river coming up here. That's Manchester. We've got the bridge. Manchester, Liverpool, and Liverpool is up ahead of us now, and to our right, and yeah, we'll come up to Wallasey and come into the north. Wallasey, we're on a heading of 353 at the moment, heading towards Wallasey, and got 10 nautical miles to go, 4 minutes. I wasn't going to let it defeat me tonight, this flight.
Shall 12 Kilo Manchester radar, hello. Pass your message.
Sound official, which to defensible, correct, Malawi, Malut.
Shall 12 Kilo Roger, Mersey 2 Bravo, arrival runway 23 right, when ready, descent flight level 150.
Discussion, this is repeat there, rules.
Shall 2 Alpha Kilo for Mersey 2 Bravo, arrival runway 23 right, when ready, descent flight level 150.
Okay, see for 150 Malut to Bravo, arrival runway 23 right.
So there's difference with this controller. He's a lot better, you know, you just repeated it back, there was no attitude.
7063 Charlie vectoring ILS 23 right, turning 06, over.
Turn left, 060 vectors into 23 right for Southern Air 63 Charlie.
So that 63 Charlie negative right turn 06, over.
Correction, 060 right turn for Southern Air 63 Charlie. I was looking at my map there and thinking I was going to be turning left. Got it right, so vectors 060. There we go. So yeah, he's not going to take us up to Wallasey. It doesn't look like he's going to take us actually up to Mersey either. He knows we're in a twin otter, so obviously turning circles very good, as in terms quite shallow. So he'll probably just give us parallel, give us the downwind base and then into finals. Yeah, a bit tired now. So obviously 2 hours of trying to sort out scenery issues, and looks like I've got another one over there. Look, that's Liverpool. And looks like I've got another scenery issue there which I need to sort out. Oh well, never mind. The rest of all bits is not looking too bad. Like I say, I can't wait to get into spring, summer months to get rid of all this white. But yeah, we're head up on the base now, and sorry, downwind, and then onto the base. From Mersey we would have been vectored anyway. So yeah, he's probably cutting out a little bit of time off for us actually. So yeah, good job, good job. Like I say, the difference in controllers. Yeah, look at that. For some reason I've got the UK. There's a massive thing in the middle. Look at that. That is a scenery issue. If you've ever seen one, look at that. What is that about? Don't know. Don't know. And the clouds are all going mental. Just hope it stays with me for a bit. Glad we're not flying into Liverpool tonight. So yeah, we're now coming up to the end of the feather of 06, or parallel to it, 06 right, 06 left. So I say he's going to bring us down.
763 Charlie, descend flight 6.
Didn't get that. 763 Charlie, readability 2 out 5, can you say again please?
763 Charlie, descend flight 60.
Descend down to 60 for 763 Charlie for me. Okay, so we descend down to 60.
289, descend flight 70. Descend flight 70, looking at this. From 2.5 kilo, descend flight level 120.
So down to 60, so nice steady descent down. It'll bring us down obviously probably down to about 2,500 just before we turn on to the base. A bit of overspeed there, so we'll correction on the old throttle and speed up. We don't want to be braking the engines. And once we get the next step, descent down to the next level, then we'll start putting some flaps on. A bit too early. Really want to be on the base for the flaps.
Manchester radar, hello again, to 1 Lima Bravo, standard missed approach, 23 routes.
1 Lima Bravo, Manchester radar, hello again, and turn right, heading 050 degree.
190 degrees to 1 Lima Bravo.
So we're about halfway downwind now, so we'll be looking at probably landing about, it depends if we get in. Obviously there's no issues. There is a Thompson flight that's just a missed approach, so you may get priority coming in there. Obviously we're going a lot slower than him, so it'll probably go straight in, maybe. So, but at the moment, like I say, just before midnight I think we're local time will land, which will be quite nice. And then I have to think about the flight for tomorrow. Hopefully, I've got work, so it'll be roughly around 6:37, and we'll take the 747 out for a spin for a couple of hours, I reckon, all being well. Nice to see you, ZB. Hope you're alright, buddy. Check out the streams and the info tab. Do stream, like I say, try and stream most nights. New to 2018. Been simming for quite a bit now, but nice to have you followed and follow and all the rest of that jazz. What have we got? QNH of 1023. pretty sure that was the QNH in Manchester. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's all gravy.
Lufthansa 289 FX, waiting for an ILS approach, 22 tree right, turn right, heading 020 degrees.
Turn right heading 020 degrees, Island, 23 right, Lufthansa 289.
301 Liam Bravo, turn right heading 140 degrees, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
140 degrees, descent 3,000 feet.
So the visibility's come back now in terms of can't see much. It's a bit like going into Bristol now again. Oh well, never mind. I was going to show you there's a airport coming up, Barton, which is just outside Manchester, and that's just literally just about to fly over Barton.
301 Liam Bravo, turn right heading 200 degrees, cleared ILS approach, 22 tree right.
Mach 200, cleared ILS approach 23, Mach 2, yeah, Lima Bravo.
786 tree, Charlie 29 from us, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Descent 5,000, QNH 1023, 786 Charlie. So
Charlie 2.5 kilo, descent flight level 6.
there we go, down to 5,000.
Lufthansa 289 and turn left heading 360 degrees.
Left heading 360 degrees, Lufthansa 289.
27 descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Descent altitude 5,000, QNH 123, Lufthansa 289.
301 Liam Bravo, report your intention to this approach.
2, Mach 2, yeah, Lima Bravo.
201 Liam Bravo, thank you. Contact tower 118.625, thanks for the traffic, and hope to see you on 228.
Up to town now, 118.625, and yeah, manufacture your service to yeah, Lima Bravo, goodbye.
Charlotte 2 Alpha Kilo, vectoring for an ILS, picture on me, 2 tree right, leave Mersey, heading 08.
I'm moved to heading 08.
Lufthansa 289, Lufthansa 289, 20 degrees.
Left heading 320 degrees, Lufthansa 10.
Right, so we just should be turning on to base in a moment. Just wait for our call. Thompson flight's just going to land. This will be interesting because we've actually got a Delta flight coming in. Sorry, not Delta, Lufthansa flight coming in, and it's parallel to. He's turning on. He's actually turned on to base. That was that last call. So we'll be coming in probably behind him, I imagine. So we'll just be going out.
Lufthansa 289, descent altitude 4,000 feet.
Yeah, there he goes. So he'll be coming in just to be
Descent
on
altitude
Thompson.
4,000 feet, Lufthansa 10.
Again, visibility not great.
Lufthansa 289, descent altitude 3,000.
Descent altitude 3,000 feet, Lufthansa 289.
786 tree, Charlie, descent altitude 4,000 feet.
4000, 763 Charlie.
Lufthansa 289, turn left heading 260, he's cleared out, approach runway 23 right. Lufthansa 289, turn left heading 260, he's cleared out, approach runway 23 right.
Lettering 260, cleared out, 23 right. Lufthansa 289.
763 Charlie, turn right heading 140 degrees.
Turn right 140 for 763 Charlie. So 140, here we go. This is onto the base now.
Sure, Walker, can you doing the speed route?
Sure, Mark 2 Alpha Glow, negative not this time, no sea speed restriction. The 27 tram left descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Train is close to 160 short traffic.
7063 Charlie, reporting traffic inside 12 o'clock.
763 Charlie, roger, speed 18 knots.
Current speed 120 for 7063 Charlie.
Lufthansa 289, speed 160 knots for greater until 4 area.
10 knots away until 4, confirm.
Little
Little bit of
If you 180 for 180 until 4 miles off the 29.
160 knots until 4 area, so it's 160 until 4.
160 to 4 miles, Lufthansa 29.
763 Charlie, altitude. Roger. 763 Charlie, turn right heading 200 degrees, descent altitude 3,000 feet, clear down, let's approach runway 23 right.
Send down to 3000, I'm heading 270 and clear for the IRS approach 23 right, 763 Charlie. So down to 3000.
763 Charlie, speed 160 knots to 4 area.
7063 Charlie, broken transmission 2 out 5, can you say again please?
763 Charlie, speed 160 knots to 4 area.
Speed 160 40 me, 7063 Charlie.
Shamrock 2 Alpha Kilo, descent altitude 4,000 feet, speed 20 knots.
What are the feet of 220?
Right, so he
Tower 118.625, bye-bye.
he wants me.
Manchester Tower 1185, station 11862.
He wants me to speed up a bit because we've got another flight Shamrock coming in, so that's okay. That's fine. Give it a bit of a welly. Already put the flap ones down. We won't do any more flaps. At least the visibility's cleared up. We can still go for a manual landing, I think. I know we wouldn't normally. It would be the ILS, but still go for the manual landing. A little bit off course, that'll be fine. So once we hit the feather, and we will be intercepting the ILS for 2-3 right. I've got to remember 2-3 right because my scenery is 2-4 because I've had to take UK 2000 scenery off, causing issues. Have to look into that.
Kilo, turn right, turning 140 degrees.
Heading 140, shuttle traffic.
Shuttle traffic at speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots.
So we're coming out at 140 knots, so that's fine. I think he wanted a bit more, but we're in a twin otter, so we'll just glide her in. Do have a Shamrock flight behind us. A little bit off there. Wind's still coming in. Apparently 46 knots.
Short 12 kilo, descent altitude 3,500 feet.
Good. We're definitely at 2,500 control traffic.
So the next Charlie, just confirm you're established 3 wrong.
Yeah, established on 23 right, 706 for Charlie.
So the next Charlie, contact Manchester Tower 18.625 right.
Manchester 118.62, thank you for your service this evening, 706 for Charlie Bravo. Okay, there we go. Turning. Probably gonna have to do this manually, guys, to get on back onto the channel. Manchester Tower, good evening, 706 Charlie, established on locus 23 right.
3 Charlie, Manchester Tower, I'll continue approach from my 23 right.
Yeah, established on the localizer of 23 right, 706 Charlie.
Looking to turn on, vacating Alpha Echo.
Left channel to 289, yeah, cheers, taxi right Alpha.
Right on Alpha, and looking to turn on.
So the 6-3 Charlie, runway 23 right, clear to land, 3250 degrees on.
Clear down 23 right, 706 Charlie, thank you. So we've got a visual of 23 right. There we go. So we'll go on to manual controls now.
Shamrock 2 Alpha, keep on Manchester Tower, I'll continue approach from my 23 right.
Put a bit more flaps in. Okay. And get her to land on 23 right, I think. A bit off on the old centre line there, so we'll just get correction. Manchester's looking quite nice.
Shamrock 2 Alpha, Kilo, reduce minimum approach speed.
Information to
Beautiful. That's a bit better. We're on the centre line now. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's a bit better. Right. Now, let's see what this happens now. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Let's not crash this time in terms of simulator crash.
Lufthansa 289, welcome to Manchester, taxi stand 22 via Alpha Delta and Romeo.
Taxi to stand 3 Alpha and Delta, Lufthansa 289, thank you very much.
No, not again. Not again. Not again. Not again. There's an issue. There's an issue landing at airports, isn't there? Look at this. Yeah, guys, I thought I solved it. I thought I solved it. There we go. We've crashed. Okay. Manchester Hotel, 706 Charlie. Simulator has crashed, disconnected. Sorry, goodbye.
No problem.
Well, never mind. This happened at Bristol. There's obviously an underlying problem. I've reinstalled the client. I've taken off the scenery options. I'm just going to have to scratch my head to think of what it could be. It was an API problem last time. I'll have a look at the event view. It's only started happening tonight. So unless it's a Windows update. There we go. There's the prepared not responding, and we've gone. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Like I say, it happened in Bristol. It's happened now again tonight. Have to relook it. Might have to rebuild the scenery files. Really wasn't hoping that would happen, but hey ho, never mind, never mind. Look, next stream hopefully is tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have it all set up. It might be that I have to do stock scenery. I think it's a scenery issue. After I've been having scenery issues all night, so do apologise you didn't see a landing, and tune in. I'll put my schedule up tomorrow morning, but I think for tonight we call it a night, and hopefully I'll get the issue resolved. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.